These are the 5 steps that I take every single month to finish off my month strong and to give myself a bit of a refresh before the next month. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ovi and this channel is all about the techniques, tools, and the mindset hacks that you need so that you can have more time in your schedule to create the life that you want. In the description below, you will find a link where you can download a free checklist and worksheets to work through these 5 steps for yourself. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I release a new piece of content. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. So let's get right into these 5 steps in my monthly review. Step number 1 is to acknowledge the wins. The best way to keep yourself motivated and going after those goals is to give yourself props for the things that you've already achieved. Look back over your month and see what did you accomplish. And it may be really small things, but when you actually go and list those out and write them down, seeing them on paper will make them feel so much more real. That will just give you such a boost and make you feel productive. And the more results that you see, the more you will want to keep going. That's gonna get you in the right mindset of wanting to set more goals and keep working hard to create the life that you love. Step number 2 is to map out the big things. Is there an event that I have to attend this month? Is there a deadline coming up? Is there a big purchase that I have to make? Are there any important birthdays coming up? Anything big that involves your time or your money. And I should tell you at this point that I do both my goal and financial planning together at this monthly review. Those should go on your calendar so that you have a big picture view of what your month is gonna look like and what's gonna take up your time or money so that you can plan your priorities and the other things that you have to do around those big events. Step number 3 is to review your priorities. I personally don't set goals for the entire year. I do have a vision of where I would like my life to be in the next year, but I don't set specific goals for the entire year because I find that that's not very effective for me. I prefer to set short-term goals. This is just what works for me. The short-term goals really keep me on track and keep me moving faster towards getting the results that I want. So that's why I do it this way. Now, if you work better with having goals planned out for the entire year, you do you, boo. Now, along with my short-term goals, I do have a list of priorities and I review my priorities at least once a month because as things happen in our life and as we learn more about ourselves, maybe we discover that something is no longer really a priority. At this stage in my monthly planning, I always go back and review my priorities to make sure that everything I'm working on is still aligned to what matters to me. And I do this before making any plans because I don't want to make plans for things that are no longer important for me. So reviewing priorities is really key for me in this process. Now, before we go on, I would love to know, is there anything that you do to reset and refresh your life every month? Let me know in the comments below. All right, now it's time to do the actual planning. So step number 4 is allocating your resources. So what do I mean by resources? Your time, your money, and your energy. And trust me, that last one is just as important as the other two. So once you know your priorities and the big things that are coming up, you can really start to map out your whole month. If you have a big event or vacation coming up, how much time do you need to prepare? How much money do you need to set aside for that? If you have a big project or a deadline that you're working towards, how much time do you need to set aside each week to work on that? So really consider all these things and map them out in your calendar and in your budget. And remember, I said that your energy is just as important. If this month looks a little overloaded, maybe you need to move some things. But really take a realistic look at what all is on your plate for the month. so that you can go in with a plan. And this is going to be the foundation which you can use to plan out your weeks. And if you want to see my weekly planning routine, make sure you check out the video. I'll link it right up here and in the description below, where I show you exactly how I time block my entire week. So this monthly plan where you lay it all out is going to be key in that process as well. Step number 5 is to make a list for all those things that are just life. This is your brain dump. Simply just list out all those random tasks and ideas that you have, get them down on paper. And doing this will actually make you remember things that you may have missed, which in fact are important. Now, I've seen some productivity gurus recommend that you start with this brain dump, but the reason that I want you to do it last is because if you do your brain dump first, you're going to be overwhelmed by all these things that you think you have to do, that you're not really going to pay attention to your priorities. And after all, this is about creating the life that you want. So your priorities should be the first thing that you think of before all the things that you think you have to do or someone's told you you have to do. Please work on your priorities. First, know what you really want to get done, to start going after that life that you want, to create the life that you love. Do that first and do the brain dump last, just so that you have all those ideas on paper. You are not losing any of those ideas. And these are the things that you're going to fit into those spaces where you do have time. If there are things that are urgent and you have to do them, of course, you have to get them on your calendar, but priorities first, your priorities first. And if you want to see my tips on how to start creating the life that you love, check out this video, and that will also be linked in the description below. Now, if you want to implement this monthly review process in your life, I have got you covered. I have put together for you a checklist and some worksheets that you can use to work through these steps. Check the description below for that download link, and I hope that helps you with your monthly planning. So make sure you check that out. Go to that link and grab your free copy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.